Next week, they're taking over the Derngate from Tuesday to Saturday. Big space to fill. Why shouldn't one of the county's largest community theatre groups play the county's largest theatre? Makes sense to me. The Northampton Musical Theatre Company performs South Pacific over 6 performances. Will you welcome Emile and Nellie Forbush? I've always liked that name, Nellie. It's a great name, isn't it? It's Matthew Beryl and Rachel Bond. Nice to see you both.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in. This is one of the most famous musicals of all time. Certainly before your time. Probably before yours, Matthew.
Certainly before my time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Had you seen it?
I've seen it before, yes. Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times, once in London and once up in Kilworth in Leicestershire.
So you knew all the stuff, you knew the songs?
I knew the show before it started, yes.
The songs are big songs, aren't they? What you got? You got Some Enchanted?
Man, yeah.
Some Enchanted Evening. This Nearly Was Mine.
Nothing Like a Dame.
Bally High.
Bally High, yes.
Everyone's going to know it.
Everyone is a classic.
Yeah, they seem to be. How long have you been in rehearsal for it?
Since July.
July,
I think,
yeah. Auditions were sort of early July, and we started production with the music direction in July. So yeah.
Did you have to audition then?
Oh yes, yeah.
So what do you do in an audition for a company such as the Northampton Musical Theatre Company? Are you given the song to sing?
You're given a song and a part of a scene to learn, and then you learn it and then perform it to
presumably,
though,
the people who didn't get the parts that you went, they're in the company playing someone else, aren't they?
That's right.
They're going to hate you.
I'm always looking behind me. No,
that's showbiz, my friend. That's what happens.
No, it's a fantastic company, and the great thing is there's a lot of people that are auditioning for every part each year, and and the good thing is that we don't get the same people doing the same parts.
You move them around, don't you? Yeah.
And we're such a close cast as well. I feel that we all get on really well and have really good fun doing it with them.
And you're perfectly cast. You're very pretty. You're all chiselled, so it's perfect, isn't it? It's a perfect casting, I would have thought.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you're the fugitive French
That's
painter.
Right. Yes, a French planter. I was forced to flee France in my early 20s, and then ended up on a South Pacific island, and started a new life over on that island as a planter. The Second World War started, and I ended up falling in love with Nellie.
Which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do that kind of thing.
It was always going so well until something happens. But you'll have to come along to see the show to find out.
Do you feel any pressure being in that theatre? Because that's what, a 1,000-seater?
It's around about 900, isn't it? 900 odd, I think.
Yeah, the way we've got it set out, we have an orchestra, a very large orchestra this year with so some of the seats are taken out for that. So yeah, about 900 seats.
And I love it. Yeah, there's pressure, but I love it. So.
Well, I go to pieces.
Of course, the company first produced a show there when the Derngate opened in 1983, I think it was.
Okay.
So we moved to the theatre when it opened, and we were there for a very long time until it was refurbished.
Yeah.
And then we've spent some time at the Northampton School for Boys with a couple of productions there, and this is the first year in 5 that we've been back to the theatre. So it's a great. We're really looking forward to it. I think the whole cast is.
Yeah, I think you should do. I think the audience will as well, because it's a great thing, And now it's all coming together. But you can't get on stage, can you? That's the thing, because they've got other things going on there.
That's right. Yeah, we actually move into the theatre on Sunday, and we'll do a technical run on Sunday. It's quite a technical show. There's lots of we've hired in a professional set, so the set is professional, and it's a very large set to fill the big stage at Derngate. And then so we'll run a technical rehearsal with all the lighting and the technical stuff on Sunday, and then Monday we bring the orchestra in, a 20-piece orchestra, including a harp for the first time. We've got a harp coming in, and it will bring it will really bring the Rodgers and Hammerstein score of South Pacific to life, because it is such a fantastic musical show that as we've already said, every song is a classic song. Some of the underscoring is wonderful. The orchestration is fantastic.
It's one of the best-selling albums of all time.
That's right.
Saturday Night Fever came in and then blew it out the water in the 70s, but up until then it was number one for like a year.
That's right, yeah.
Astonishing, really.
When it was first produced, was it 1949, I think, when it was first released on Broadway.
Yeah. And then in the 50s, the album was released on vinyl, and people bought that, and then Sound of Music came. So you think of 50s, 60s being all rock and roll and Merseybeat, and of course the Beatles did have their own way in the charts, and Elvis too, but nestled in there for a long, long time.
That's
at
right.
the top was South Pacific.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to know those songs, aren't they, Rachel?
They are. They're all going to be singing along. Even my daughter Alice, she's only 4 and she knows all the words.
Now, what's she make of Mum? Have you had the costume on yet? The costume have come, ladies and gentlemen. They arrived yesterday
They
through the
did indeed.
storms from the Isle of Wight.
They did. She's not seen them now. I'm saving them for her to see if she can spot me and recognise me.
Has she seen Mum on stage before?
She's not. No, this is the first time. She's not really been old enough, so hopefully she'll behave.
Mummy's kissing someone else. What's going on here?
And my daughter's actually in the show as well. So my daughter, I've got my eldest daughter. She's 17, and she's part of the chorus. So it's a family show.
It's a good company to be a part of, isn't it? I think.
Well, I first started with the company in 1981. Would you believe?
I wasn't born then.
No, he was only 6. He was only 6.
I was 11, so you can do the maths. But no, it was. We were actually performing just over the road here in the old ABC.
Now the Deco.
Cinema, the Deco.
Yeah.
And it was the show was Oliver, and I shared the part of Oliver Twist. For that show in 1981.
See, that's the difference between you and me, because you're classy. Who was I in Oliver? Who was I? I was the Dodger, wasn't I?
Oh, that's a great
you played
part.
Dodger, did you?
Of course I
Brilliant
played
part.
Dodger, yeah.
Fantastic. Excellent.
And
then,
now, of course, 2 years ago, someone asked me to do it here, and I'm now playing Fagin. So that's the progression of age, isn't it? You start off all fresh-faced, and then Fagin for you. It's when they ask me to be Nancy that I'll worry. That'll come.
Excellent.
Have you done this before? Has the theatre company, the musical company, has it done South Pacific before?
Yes, it's done it twice before. Don't ask me the years that we did it, but it's been done twice before.
In your time?
Not in my time.
Right.
No, before my time. But this is the first time for quite a period actually that it's been done, because the rights holders, the people that own the show and allow the show to be performed around the country, have only just recently released the rights again for amateur companies. So you'll find that there's quite a few South Pacifics sort of taking place around the country, but this is going to be the best show in Northamptonshire.
Of course it is. Don't be so ridiculous. Of course it is.
A long time. So,
Well, you've got tough acts to follow, because you always do great things. Last year you got an award for Oklahoma.
That's
You got
right.
the NODA award for the best musical. So you've set the bar high, haven't you?
Yeah, we've actually, I think it's 9 awards we've got through NODA in the last few years for some of the shows, and you know we've actually won Best Show in the East Midlands with Jesus Christ Superstar, which was performed a few years ago. So yeah, absolutely, it's always challenging to continue to perform such a high level of amateur theatre, but you know each year we seem to do a really good job under the direction of one of our we hire a professional director, Martin Knight. He comes in each year and puts on a fantastic show. So.
What's it like working with someone? You're all at the high standard, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to do a show at the Dongate, because you're charging professionals prices for tickets, you know, and people expect a show of a great standard, whether it's professional or non-professional. But when you have someone whose career takes him around the country, is that a thrill for you as a performer to think this guy's worked in the West End?
It definitely is, because you know that you're learning things from the best, really. You know, he's such a lovely guy, and he's so easy to work with, and he just brings the best out of everybody.
Very good.
He really does.
Well, we're ready to go from Tuesday onwards.
Absolutely.
For the whole week. We've got a matinee on the Saturday as well. Tickets start at £10. Well, where else can you get a good night out for £10?
Absolutely.
Nowhere, is there? Fantastic. The number for tickets is the box office number at the Royal and Dungate. It's 01604 624 811. And then next year, my favourite music of all time, you've got Nuns in Sequins. I could not be happier. You're doing Sister Act, aren't you?
Absolutely.
We are indeed, yeah.
You've got to take the lead on Sister Act. It's my favourite role ever. Have you seen it yet?
No,
I've not seen the stage, no.
You've not seen
I
it
know,
before?
it's definitely on the list of things that I need to see, yeah.
You'll love it. You'll love it. But at the moment, it's South Pacific from Tuesday through Saturday next, the entire week at the Dongate. 01604 624 811. It'll be fantastic. You will be fantastic. Thank you for taking time out to see us. I appreciate it.